Hi guys. So, Sir is doing a wonderful thing. We're getting labeling started. We're starting with shoes. Sir, hello. Oh look, that's funny.
Hi.
You're like the neighbor
Hi.
on what's it called?
Look, you can't see it because her camera skills are shit. This is
This
the great wall of shoes.
of boxes of shoes.
What am I doing? Well, it's hi. By the
Shoes.
way, welcome to Each Beautiful Day. I'm Matt. That's Dyan. Dyan never introduces herself. Anyway, I'm doing a wet weather activity.
Ew, they're dirty on the bottom. I gotta clean
you're
them.
Going to clean them, yes.
Yeah.
What am
You
I
know
doing?
what's good is Jif.
Jif is a
Cleans
good
the
thing.
bottom of shoes really good. I got a whopper headache, guys.
I'm sorry.
I have a migraine.
And
But look at
I have
him.
given you lots of medication for that.
Look what he's
We're on
doing.
seizure alert at the moment. Everybody's
Shut
standing
up.
by. It's a bit like a tropical storm coming in, you know, a cyclone, hurricane. Hurricane Dyan is coming across. The low is forming. It's starting to twirl around, and she's going to
Hey.
explode as she hits the coast. Well, we've actually got a storm coming here in Perth, and it's not tropical cyclone
We've had
Dyan.
thunder. I love the sound of thunder. When I was a kid, I didn't. I used to get a little bit nervous. I think my cat's nervous. But now I really like it. It's like, ooh. Yeah, I like it. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, except it makes it a little bit hard for you to get to sleep. Let's be real on that one.
Yes, I haven't been sleeping good, guys. I'm still not settled in here yet. So that's autism. But look what I'm going to be doing soon. Hey, Sir.
Yes, we found that one yesterday,
I
didn't we?
found a big one. Miniverse. Make it. Mini appliances.
Yeah, and I said that, you know what? I'm over the whole surprise factor of these mini things because you can't see what's in the damn container until you open it up. And of course, Dyan doesn't like negative surprises where
Nor do
if you open
I.
them up and it's the same thing that you've already done 2, 3, 4 times already.
But I'm doing it again.
Is she a sucker for punishment, this girl? Yes, absolutely. But you haven't explained why I have the Great Wall of China.
So
or
why
your
does he
shoe boxes.
have all of this, right? Look, he's taken off his jacket. He's working
I am
hard.
sweating out.
He is a hard worker.
And I've got my camera out because I'm taking
Now, you know
photos
what?
of your feet. Well,
I can't
of your
even
shoes.
pay carers to do this kind of care. I'm dead serious. This dude is on fire right now. He is amazing.
What are we making, Miss? What's the goal behind all
So-
this? Because I'm going to go to Officeworks very shortly.
Yeah,
once
so
it's done.
basically I will be editing the photos because it's just something that I love doing. I love it, love it, love it. So I'm going to be doing that. Then he's going to go to Officeworks. He's going to print off little photos and we're going to attach it to the front of the box so I know what's in each box.
Because as you can see from these boxes, if I turn them around, once you have the front flap open,
It's very dark.
you can't tell when they're
It's
all
like,
stacked up
what's
there.
in there?
And for Dyan,
What's in
with executive processing skills, also with blindness, with cognitive delays, there's a lot going on for her.
I just
We've gotta make
don't
it easy.
remember where everything is. Object permanence is a problem, guys. I have to label my cabinets. It's just too hard. And this is the reason why I shouldn't be moving house 1,000 times, NDIS.
Consistency is everything.
I need to be in the same facility. Hopefully this is it, I guess. I've got friends here now. Everyone's really nice.
Yeah, they are, aren't
Really, really nice. We're all very similar people. I think there's a lot of autistics here. So I'm really happy about that. But basically, yeah. The only thing I haven't done is if Sir was, say, in hospital or whatever, we needed an extra carer to sleep over the night, which I don't really want to because I'm a grown-up, but I'd have to for safety. But I have to get, like, separate bedding for the spare bedroom for that person, basically. Or for any guest. I might have a guest one day that stays with me. And
Sleepover.
they have their own special bedding, right? Separate to Star Wars.
Hey,
Nothing wrong with Star Wars. Nothing wrong with Star
Excuse me,
Wars.
thank you
But
very
like,
much.
if he snores too much and I kick him out,
Oh.
then he ends up in
I
Star
think
Wars
Willow
room.
I know who snores the most in this place.
Really?
Don't you worry. Yeah.
Was it me, was it?
Well, she's probably Willow, but no, I think it's actually you.
Willow
Jess.
does snore.
Yeah.
He does actually snore.
And Vinny likes to have cuddles at 4 o'clock in the morning, play dice, roll. He likes to roll, because you put the dice out on the ground, so he likes to play with the dice at 4 o'clock in the morning. What is it? Roll 6 and you get something? No.
Ah, Strawberry, have you anything to, contribute to this video? She's my consistent, and there's all my other friends up there. They're still there.
Alright, how many shoes do you have?
Just a few.
I think I probably
You've
have
been a bit
less
judgy.
shoes than a handful.
You've been a bit
myself.
judgy.
Well, I am.
I'm a chick.
It's ridiculous. If
I'm
you have
a
problems
woman.
with shoes at home, I want to see your
Hear me
comments below.
roar.
Right, everybody, go and do this right now. Go to your cupboard, do a count, and in the comments,
How many
I want
have
to
I
know
got?
with the emoji. Is there an emoji for shoes? I hope there is. An emoji of shoes.
I
How many
think
pairs of
so.
shoes do you have? Me, I'm at
Oh,
5.
flying
I think-
box.
Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness
but yours
me.
are good quality. Like you
I
spend,
do. I actually go
he
sensibly.
spends
Shoes are
like
everything.
the proper money on it. As in, I just go and I go, oh,
You gotta
they're
spend
comfortable.
less.
They're $10.
Kmart, Big
I'm
W.
getting them. I don't really care. Comfort is my thing. So it can cost $110 or $10.
Probably
I don't
one of my
care.
shoes lasts 8 to 10 years at least.
What?
My shoes, they do last.
Yeah,
a very long time.
mine actually last only because I have so many to go to.
Yes, see, we have a
But
problem
every
here, don't we?
outfit doesn't suit. But men,
That's true.
they wear the same style of outfit every day. You know us women. Any women out there, you can back me up in the comments. We wear different colour clothes, different style of clothes, and not every shoe matches every style of clothes. It's very,
I reckon
it's
there's an
very
average.
complex. But
I reckon most people have on average
what?
20 pairs of shoes.
And I've
Let's
got
do a
more
survey
than that.
here. Let's do a
Comment
survey.
below how many
What is
shoes
it?
you have.
I want to know.
How many do I have? Over 20. But anyway,
And we've actually culled a lot of your shoes as it is. We've got rid of stuff that you didn't
Yeah.
need because we knew that there wasn't going to be room when
Correct.
we came here. So we had to get
Great wall of
we had to get
shoes.
rid of things here. Like, the more she goes like this, I have to go further and further down. This is ridiculous now.
did you just chuck my shoes?
Your shoes are okay. But we do have a storm coming in, and this is a great wet weather activity. I've also got the Dymo labeler out. We've got to label a few things. We've got to label the crates
What?
in the storage shed, so that when you go
Ah,
there,
yeah. We've got to
great
label
wall
the
of storage
crates.
crates.
And we've got to label the kitchen cupboards so that
Yes.
I know what's where.
Exactly.
Can I show you my art cabinet? I did it.
She did it.
We went to Kmart last night. It's all right, William. We went to Kmart last night. I had a little spurt of energy. I'd been to hospital yesterday, so it was like, I just want to go do something normal. Where's the light? Where's the light? I'm still learning. Did I get it right? No, that's not the light. Oh, that's... Oh, my God. Okay, that's... But boom! Now, my Shein order, I need to come in to finish my interior design. Yes, and I do it on a budget, guys. So when I show what I got to put around here, any questions, feel free to comment below and ask those questions, because I'm telling you, like, I know everywhere to get budget decorating ideas if you're on like disability because you are disabled like me, but you don't want to give up feeling like a person and have a nice home, basically. So compared to the video of my art video, my finger's stuck. Now my finger's stuck. Take a look at this. Now that is my art cupboard, guys. I finally did it. So the bottom shelf is what I least use, and for spare stuff, that I use a lot, and that I use a lot. And I know because it's clear what's in them. And I kind of have categorized these clear ones, all of these. I've categorized them. So it's going to be so much easier when I set up an art project. I'm so happy with that. I'm so happy with that. And I actually got rid of a few things that, you know, you hold on to some things for craft. You go, I'm going to make use of that. And then I've gone 5 years later, I've gone, no, I'm going to get rid of that. So yeah, watch out, Willow. Good boy. Don't want to squash you with the biggest, heaviest chair in the world. These chairs, I love them, but I regret getting them now because I didn't realise the type of living we'd be in. But anyway, let me turn the light off again because my migraine. Yes, I function with migraines. You know why? Because I've had them now. Oh, when did I start migraines?
Neurological.
2010, I
Yeah.
think. So I've been suffering them since then. Now, Max Salt wafers. Rizatriptyline. Look it up. Speak to your doctor. I'm not a doctor. Don't sue me. Okay? But I'm just saying, I'm a migraine sufferer and I know what it's like. And it is just crushes your day. Crushes your day. And a lot of days, yes, I am just in bed all day. But that's chronic fatigue as well. Which is most likely also connected to my 22q because my immune system, boo-hoo. So when I got glandular fever, I got it very badly and I didn't recover. That's how that happened for me. And a lot of ME/CFS patients are the same. Glandular fever, never recovered. And that's not to say that just because you get glandular fever that that's what will happen. So don't panic. A lot of people get glandular fever and survive quite fine and recover quite fine. Don't worry about it. But I think because of the way my body was born with so many broken bits, it didn't recover. So that's one of my debilitating things, just one. I have a lot of things. I have Ehlers Danlos pain as well, which is 10 out of 10 pain. Last night we spent 2 hours on one toe.
On your toe.
One toe.
Hey,
stupid, I know, but it was painful.
Your friggin' toe, probably one of the smallest things in your body.
It hurt like hell. It kept me awake.
Death by 1,000 paper cuts sort of concept.
Yeah,
it's
hurt
the small
bad.
things that are cute, but it was 2 hours of manipulating, just trying to get that right.
And then we got that little click, didn't we?
Like,
yeah.
There was creams, there was ice, there was traction,
magnesium cream.
There was everything.
Oh my god!
I almost threw the kitchen sink at her. I mean, at it, at her. At 1 o'clock in the
At
morning.
me. At one. No, legit. He's not kidding. Hang on. I'm going to take off my extra shoes. They stay out because that. Look how cool these are. They make me taller. I'm Australian. Okay. Sheepskin. It's in the blood. Okay. It's a bit like, you guys have hillbillies and things. Well, in Australia, like, we're not all hillbillies. But, like, we have our own, like, genres of people. And I'm of people, country people, really. Even though I lived half my life in the country and half my life in the city, at heart, I'm a country girl. I'm telling you. Okay? If someone said there's a country place for you to go and everything's set up and everything's okay and there's all these amenities and you've got safe doctors and hospitals to go to and we can manage you and all that, which they can't. Because even at Mandurah, which is just out of the city here, not far, they said, no, you're too complex, it's too risky, you shouldn't be here, you need to be in the city. But I'd rather be in the country, right? But in Australia, our country towns are just too small and don't have, and in fact, we're actually struggling to get GPs to most country towns. Not the nice ones, of course, but to most, and they're actually still expensive. They're still expensive places to live because getting the food to Western Australia, we pay more than the East Coast because we're not in Sydney, basically. So we're on the opposite side of Sydney. So we pay a lot for groceries because it's got to come across the Nullarbor where all the alien sightings are seen. Anyway, so it's pretty annoying. So when you live in the country, then you pay even more because they come to the city, delivered to the city. Then they've got to keep going another 400 kilometres to go down south, which is near where I am, because there's nothing up north, to be quite honest. Not really. Not in Australia. Not unless you really want to live rough. And I'm talking rough and expensive. Because it's very, very hot up there. So you need an aircon running 24/7. But basically... oh, you're done, are you, sir?
I am.
Whoa, he's done. Go on, Willow. Good boy.
Right.
So, yeah, I would live in the country in a heartbeat. But I need a team to come with me. So I need a few nurses, a whole hospital, a doctor, some specialists, a home, NDIS, SDA, and some disability friends. And
speaking of which, I got a letter from Bill Shorten, mate.
So did I.
Minister Bill Shorten, that is.
So did I.
He's the one in charge
He's
of the
saying,
whole NDIS, National Disability Insurance.
No to overcharging.
Yes, good letter. You might want to read that out to the people at some stage.
I will at some point, guys. I will read you that, especially if you're not on the NDIS, because this, once it's fixed and all of the money has been pulled back into where it's meant to go, instead of going to the providers at exorbitant costs. Like I'm talking, when I was the same level as a level 2-3 support coordinator, when I was actually studied it at TAFE and in my workplace, okay, I was paid $25 an hour. Now that's in the 90s. So say if it was now, that would probably be more, of course, right? Because I'm diploma level. That's my level of education in human services is what they called it when I was in it, but now it's called community services, right? And then on top of that, I got 3 years psychology. So I don't know what to get paid, but it wouldn't be $200 an hour. That's what they pay support coordinators. And I don't agree. I don't agree. And then travel time and meals, and I don't agree. I just don't, because when there's people out there that aren't even on the system, who aren't getting the supports they need, when we're all broke, as in not just our personal, not just our personal budgets, is it, guys? It's the government, right? And I know that we spend a lot on other things that we disagree with the government, and I agree with you. But I'm just saying, like, we need to get that money in check, in what I would call a fair wage, not a ridiculously exorbitant wage. Same with if I went to a physio, because I'm under the NDIS, they would charge me 3 times as if I'd say, compared to if I walked in off the street and said, I need to see a physio, and just pay up front, it would be like probably, just under $100. But I go in there under the NDIS and they'd probably say, oh, it's $279. Yeah. So it's disgusting, and it's what Bill Shorten's calling the wedding tax.
I think it's a really good name, actually. It's a good moniker for exactly what's happening. Yep, just because you're having a wedding, let's throw
I believe it's the same. And
charges and costs, because I think that you'll do it.
And same with Mabel. We have uneducated carers. And I'll tell you this is my industry. This is why I get so mad, because I studied and worked in this industry for 4 years of my life. And on top of that, did psychology. So it really pisses me off, because I am a people person and work for the people. Used to. Now I'm disabled. Now I'm on the other end. But I'm just saying, I don't agree with the wages that's going on. I don't agree with the control and the uneducatedness that these people are trying to have on vulnerable people. I don't agree with it. I think that there's a lot of bullying going on to get money. There's a lot of control going on to get money. Neglect going on to get money, because they're getting away with it. And in my day, when we first walked into these lectures on day 1, if you're in it for the money, leave. Because our lecturers were that passionate about the industry. This is not an industry to think about money. This is people. People first. And it's not people first. These people are wanting to earn a lot of money. Now, if you want to earn a lot of money, be a clinical psychologist or a lawyer or other things that help people. Like a disability lawyer or something like that. Don't be... some of them even call themselves CEOs, support coordinators who have agencies. I'm not a commodity. Don't call yourself a CEO of me. That feels gross. I don't like it. I feel offended. I feel grossed out by it. In my day, they were called coordinators of agencies. It's government money, guys. I was paid by government money in welfare, which is human services, community service, whatever you want to call it now. And you're there for the people. And I had to work, like I've said before, 5 hours for free each week. Agreed, because it's the industry. And go to at least one support group in that area that I worked to support the community. That's the industry of the work. But now, people go on Mabel, have no qualifications, and are charging $77 an hour. Let that sink in for a bit. Do you think that's what, if you were disabled, or if you are disabled, do you think you deserve an unqualified carer for $77 an hour, when there's, in the olden days, because I'm old, when I was a support worker, because I'm covered to support disabilities as well as aged care and youth, do you think that I would be paid that? No. If I was paid $25 in the 90s, what do you think it would be now per hour that I'd be paid if I was a support worker now, qualified support worker now? If I was paid 25 in the... maybe? Yeah, exactly. Probably about 38. So if I was paid 25 in the 90s, it's probably about $38. Because it is TAFE level. So it is tertiary, but in Australia, TAFE is like just that one next level up from high school, right? and then university. Now, luckily for me, I could probably get into some higher up positions because I've got 3 years of psychology behind me. But I'm just saying, it's just not okay. $77, and you've never studied how to look after someone who's disabled. Get fucked. I'm sorry. No, it's not okay. So Bill Shorten, fix that. And you said you are doing education, so good on you. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. It's going to take time though, guys. It's not going to happen overnight. But this whole, and look, I'm sorry for the ones who have gone through Mabel and succeeded and found great people who are just, there are people that are naturally good at the job. I'll admit that. But they're far and few between, unfortunately. We do need them to be educated for the ones that are bad, because for those few good ones that are naturally good, who don't need the education because they have what it takes to be this kind of worker, that's great. But unfortunately, the majority are not like that. And so we have to safeguard, calling safeguards, idiots. Hate you right now. You need to fix your shit. And I'm sure Bill, get onto that department, because they suck eggs, basically. Okay? They just suck. And they need to be fixed. And I would say, like, literally swoop the whole department, start again. That's how you get rid of the corruption in that department. Because I'm not happy with that department. I'll tell you that right now. Because I've been impacted severely by it. So basically, thank you for making it a forward thinking of educated people only in this industry, because that keeps us safe. And like on 60 Minutes with that family, that poor girl that was absolutely disgustingly treated, and makes me so angry, because this is my industry that I used to work in, and I'm very passionate about it. And I do not like people who go into it and go, I'm better than you because I am the professional and you're just the disabled, vulnerable person, and I'm just going to shit all over you. That's how we get treated. And that's because they are not trained. Now, look, sometimes you get trained people that act like that too. But they're not as many. Believe me, when I was in every certificate I did and at the workplace, they're one in I don't know, not in a lot, you know. So the majority actually do give a shit about you. So just know that. We're getting back to that. And that should never have stopped. Same with Centrelink. Centrelink is supposed to only be people that were trained with, like me, in human services. You're not supposed to work there as just admin. You're supposed to understand where these people are coming from. That's why welfare workers, human services, community studies are meant to be the ones working in Centrelink, because we understand what these people in need come from. Because in welfare, to give you an idea, we study the history of minority groups, we study the law, we study the social security system, the DSM, we study nutrition, okay? Because I've seen a lot of support workers taking people for junk food while they're just getting more and more obese. It's like, that's not looking after them. I'm sure you can find an activity. I mean, take them to lunch every now and then, absolutely. But I'm just saying, some of them, all they do is just take them out for junk food. Of course it's keeping them happy. Of course you're getting this, oh, I love my carer. Yeah, because you're getting, and then also the carers are getting a free meal. That's why they're doing it too. It's not okay. It's not okay. You know, these people need to have a meaningful life. You're supposed to set goals. You're supposed to do things to their ability that bring them joy. Not just like a child, which is bad to do with your children too. Don't reward them with food. You will have food issues. Do a bit of everything. Food sometimes, then this sometimes, praise, little mini toys. Shake it up a bit, because if you keep rewarding them with the same thing, then you can have a problem. And I don't think when you're a trained worker for disability support worker, you know that their nutrition is important for their health. Because most of these people have significant health conditions. Even those of us with intellectual delays and all of these problems, we have syndromes and different things like that that actually can kill us. Okay, it's not okay to just go and eat too much of something and end up making our condition worse. Some can get away with it. They might not have health issues physically, But I'm just saying, I don't like the fact that all I see support workers do is take them to the food court. It's like, really? I really hope you're taking them somewhere else, because food is just not their only happiness. They've got to find what that person wants to do as a goal, as a special interest. And I'm not saying you have to be autistic to have a special interest. You don't. A hobby is what I'm trying to say. That's what they deserve, is a meaningful life. And as a support worker, that's what we think of as we're working with people. We don't just turn up and go, oh, what do you want to do? Okay, we actually have to look after the person as if we're their mother, father figure, that kind of thing, guardian, right? You've actually got to look at their needs. Look at the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Do they have those needs? Because that's what you need to meet. We also did a bit of psychology in that, in TAFE as well for human services. Made it a lot easier when I went to university and had to repeat some of it, because I was like, oh, yeah. And my friends were like, how do you know this? It's like, I studied welfare. Most of them came straight from, school, basically. As in, even the mature age ones. They went, finished school, worked some other area, and then came to psychology. Yes, it was a good group of us, some mature age students, and it was wonderful because the discussions were really interesting of why we all turned to psychology. But basically, you're supposed to look after their whole welfare, mentally, physically, community, family, everything, because that person is dependent on that. That's why you're paid to be there for them. So don't rip them off. Don't just sit around and do what you want, like, oh, I'll just make you a cup of tea and a bit of food and have a little bit of a chat every now and then and you'll be fine. That's not living. That's just babysitting. You're not a babysitter. You need to bring meaning to these people's lives. That's your job. And if you don't do that for your own children, well, geez, that kind of makes me wonder. Because that's what I did for my kids. The whole way along, you've got to have in your mind, what does this child need at this age? What is their goal? What do they need to get through? What is the challenge? And what is the, I don't know, like there's always some milestone they've got to meet at different age groups, right? You've got to get them through life. You've got to set goals. You've got to get them excited about life. Hey, Willow, you've got to have meaning. And this is what you have to do for people that anyway, I could go on, but comment below if you want to know more. But I'm just saying, being a support worker is not just turning up, making a bit of food, being there, I don't know, taking their dog downstairs to go to the toilet at the park across the road. It's not just the basics. It's deeper than that. And Bill Shorten, thank you for bringing back my industry, and kicking out the ones that, look, they got the choice. They can go study it. Please do. Because if you don't, you're just showing yourself as being someone that was only in it for the money, to be honest. Because if you're not willing to sacrifice studying to be in the industry, then you don't really care about the industry, which means you shouldn't be working in the industry. That's my opinion. And like I said, there's only so many naturals that, sadly, I feel sorry for those ones, because there is some naturals that don't need to be studied to be working in the industry. That might be just their own learning. They might have someone in the family that has a disability and they're very good with it because of that. So that's disappointing, that bit. But to save the majority, we've had deaths, guys, in Australia because of this lack of education. Because you've got to be always senior first aid, must always be up to date, etc. So yeah, we need to tighten it up, and Bill Shorten is doing that, and I really appreciate that, because I want to feel safe, especially as I get older and I have a degenerative syndrome. I want to be taken care of, and if my primary carer was gone for whatever reason, I need to be safe. Because my life length depends on that. Depends on supports. Just like the health system. My life and how long it's going to be depends on how the medical treats me and how NDIS treats me. So it's, as you can see and hear, it's very important to me. So thanks for listening. And this shoebox thing, they're very cheap at IKEA. Highly recommend them if you're like me, you're OCD, you're autistic, you don't have object permanence, you struggle to know what's where, you have a meltdown because you can't find the right shoes. This is a good tip. Take pictures, stick it on the boxes. It'll still be decision-making problems, but every woman has that. You know, remember when we were teenage girls and we'd scream in our cupboards, you know? I had a walk-in cupboard. I remember I used to just be like, ah! And I'd rip down clothes. My mum would come in going, oh my God, she's being so dramatic again. Yes, teenage girls, all right? There's nothing to wear. I have nothing to wear. There's all these clothes on the floor and just thrown around. Autistic females are difficult because we also have a bit of emotions. Yeah, we get sensory overloaded from just emotions as well, especially in puberty and teenage years. We were meltdowners. I mean, I had a meltdown a lot in primary school because of my frustration of not being able to communicate. But in teenage years, it was mainly just I needed to dress a certain way because I was trying to trick everyone to think I'm normal. It didn't work. I mean, you know, I grew up with my friends, high school friends, and still now I'm in touch with all my high school friends, and it's like I wasn't pulling off anything. They knew that I was a weirdo, okay? They knew. I wasn't pulling it off. But at the time I thought I was. And that right outfit, the right hair, meant everything. Anyway, guys, mwah. Bye. Catch you in another video. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I need people. I need people to join this channel so that it just feels better to be actually able to talk to more people, because I feel I do have something to offer to this community, and I feel that I want a platform because I want to be able to get the messages that need to be out there, and I'm so passionate about it. That's what I'm in it for. I want to be able to be heard because I know that I have a lot of valuable information for adult female autistics and you men. I know you very well, and I'm very actually concerned for adult autistic men, to be quite honest. I'm actually more concerned. I'm not saying I'm not concerned about women and them not getting diagnosed because people don't understand female autism and all that. I feel sorry for you guys because I was diagnosed way before Australia went, there's too many diagnoses going on, we're cutting it back. You can't just cut it back. If people are autistic, it's going to show. They're going to come to a point in life, normally it's about 30, crash, and they need a diagnosis so they can get the right treatments and supports and therapies and whatever else, right? But these men, I'm very concerned, guys. Very concerned about male autistics. So comment below if you want to know anything, topic, suggestions, anything. Mwah, bye. I'm just going to keep going otherwise. Bye.